Okay, I kind of want to get into this review real quick. This is kind of what we've covered just on the Twitch over the last 5 to 10 streams. This has all happened within a short time frame here. First off, this project was called on a channel I recommended everybody to follow. I said he's pretty good. The main one today was this. So one of these channels I told you to follow. Told you he made a great call a week or two ago. He shows this, and it was about 100 million market cap at the time. So now it's gone for almost a 30x on fat liquidity. There was something crazy about it. The market cap was wild, the dev was crazy, and the chart looked insane at about 100 million. I think it ended up going to 7 or 8 billion, so like a 60 or 70x from one of the channels I recommend people to follow. If you check the other videos on the YouTube, there's a video about all the callers I recommend you following, and if you followed them for the last several days, you would have seen just how many opportunities exist every day. We had this pulled up on the stream ever since like a billion market cap. And I've just been saying the entire time, you gotta chase the first movers sometimes, even if the chart's scary. It still could be a scam. You always have to be a little skeptical. When you see this much volume and this much hype and this much people supporting it, oftentimes it's just better to FOMO into those than it is to chase all the second movers. So we've literally pulled this chart up every day, and I've kind of used that as a reference guide because all the other Shia knockoffs just really haven't done great. So it's like, why wouldn't you have just put a larger percent of your portfolio into a play like this instead of just chase all the degenerate ones where it's like pure uncertainty? This was great coverage for the stream. Literally talked about it almost every day, pulled it up almost every day. All the channels have been buzzing about it the whole time. Just a crazy opportunity in the degen space that happened like within the last week. This just happened last night. Just to show you, I'm in some pretty good private groups. I have some good access. They ended up calling this at 4K market cap and it went to 8 mil. I mean, here's the original post. So I went to 4K to 8 mil within like, I don't even know how long, a 2000x. Realistically, it would have been hard to get in at 4K. I had on my Maestro bot, I had a buy attempted at 40K market cap and it failed. So yeah, there it is right there when I scanned it, 35K. And I wasn't able to buy, even a 200x from that buy. So we covered Pepe, and it was the same kind of thing as Shia. I was saying, like, it's the first mover. Don't go buying all the crazy new Pepe coins. Don't get so distracted after one explodes looking for the next one. Most times it's a better idea to just ape into the main ones. So we watched one called Wojak launch, which is related to Pepe, because when the original Pepe took off, Wojak took off. And then some other coins followed that took off right after Pepe had its success, and all of them sucked. All the Pepe knockoffs kind of sucked, and this was the one you needed to be in. So once again, kind of holding that Shia standard of like following the first mover and the hype. I recommended several entry points on the stream while we watched it. You could have got 2 or 3x potential. The main thing is this opportunity was there. A couple channels who I recommended actually ended up calling this one pretty early. This opportunities are there literally every single day. Baby Shiba we followed on our stream ever since launch day. I said there's something weird about this one. This could have potential today, blah, blah, blah. And it's just been exploding. I ended up making a video on TikTok about it. We'd already been up like a 9x at that point, but it just kept going. And we had it on our stream the entire time. It was a great play for the stream. Like, I don't even know how many X's this has done in a very short time frame since August 17th. That was a great one, and we literally made a bunch of content about it on YouTube and TikTok. And this kind of followed because it made sense, because Pepe is the meme of the year. The right people were talking about it. I ended up throwing this on one of those channels that I told you to follow that I have admin on. From there, I think it did about a 60x. No, it might have been a 35x from 60k. We covered this on the stream the entire night. I'm like, yeah, I just called this on Kobe's. Then we were on the stream watching it from like 100k, 200k. And this was kind of like the only second mover baby coin that I really got behind. And it did really well for us again, as you can see. We had it day one and we just watched it blow up. I think sadly with the Pepe news and the Pepe tanking, people might have started to lose their hope in this one a little bit. Baby Shiba is obviously still strong because they have the Shibarium hype and all that. That might have hurt Baby Pepe a little bit, but we'll see what it can do from here. And then this one was great. And this just shows how it's not all me, it's not all the channels I follow, but it's the viewers too. We've had a bunch of good viewer shows this week. Okay, Viking, so you shared me this chart. It looks like a good chart. You guys just constantly feed me plays, feed me insider information, you tell me what you know. And the same guy shared this play and one other play one night to end the stream. We ended up saying, okay, we'll keep track of how they do. And yeah, this one did a 20x to 6 mil. And obviously after the first couple days, I realized, okay, we're on to something here. Its name isn't meme related at all. It's probably utility based or some big project. Kind of said keep your eye on it, see why it's doing so well. Like people could have been getting in here and here. But regardless, it was a viewer shill and it did a 20x, and he found it before any channels I follow had it. Any private groups were talking about it, and that's just one of many examples this week of a viewer shill that did very, very well. So those are like kind of the best long-term plays that have happened. Most of them have been within the last few days, and a couple of them within the last week, and that's pretty impressive for the charts that we were following and the higher market cap plays. And there's also others. They're just not as impressive as these. A lot of these are like 5x, 10x, 20x's, and with a lot of exposure too from us. That's kind of like the more serious side of things. And then for degens, there's been some heartbreak. One night we went really degen and we were trying to chase like some Shia derivatives, and then that's kind of what taught me like we can't be doing that anymore. I know you shouldn't be teaching that to them, and that kind of smartened me up. There was one bad night of degens where I bought like 3 or 4 coins and didn't do well. But I also bought this Voldemort coin, which was again a viewer shill. I don't even remember how many X's this did. I think it was like 10 to 15. It got up to 2 or 3 mil. So there's some good money to be made on that. We had this one today. I said this is very high risk, guys. I don't really recommend it. I did all my research on it. I'm like, I don't really like the dev. Regardless, a lot of you said, okay, fuck it. We want to take the chance. We trust you. We saw it here, blah, blah, blah. It ended up doing like a 16x in a very short time frame. And obviously, when it's labeled high risk, I'm sure a lot of them were able to take their profits and trade accordingly. But we also had Aladdin at 10K. I literally watched this at 10K, watched it launch. It's been mooning ever since. I think, yeah, a 50x at the top, but maybe you couldn't have got in. Maybe you could have got in at 20 or 30K. Regardless, still a lot of X's on a degen play. And the cool thing about Aladdin was I was able to talk the dev into giving the stream an airdrop. The airdrop's worth, I think, $6,000 or $8,000 at all-time high. And I've told all my Twitch viewers that I'm going to be splitting airdrops with them. And their percentage is going to be getting larger and larger over time, just so we can do some insane giveaways for them. We've been able to sell like, I think 0.5 worth of ETH for the community for the giveaway on that. And we still have a lot of our bag intact. So something to look forward to is you know, community airdrops with the stream that we get to watch grow together and then do some solid giveaways with. Silk Road today, a viewer shilled that at like 60K and ended up hitting like 800K within an hour or two. Lots of potential every day. Of course, there's going to be filth too, but I think we've done a pretty good job filtering it out as a stream. The viewers help me, and then I go hard and try to dig as much as I can for them. So it's been pretty awesome. If you follow my other socials, I'm mostly a Telegram guy. That's where I started, but I think Twitch is kind of winning me over right now. We do have a Gambles channel if you want to check it out. I can't be on Twitch all the time, so right here I posted a play because I wasn't on Twitch to talk about it. It's worth following that. Our main channel we do AMAs with. If you scroll up, I don't delete any posts or try to hide anything. The month of August, we've been on a pretty good roll. I've made some smart moves. I promoted a few people to be my admins. Before it was just me who could post here. So now I have like 5 pretty trustworthy guys that are pretty connected. And one of them has been H, and if you just scroll up, H has had quite a few good calls for the channel. He's got a great eye for some long-term ones. Just the other night, he posted this. After he posted this, Guiz did really good and Aladdin did really good. And Hola did really good. More of an in-depth post that he puts more like time behind. The channels have been going really well lately. Our AMAs have always been top notch. We get some amazing projects to AMA with, like high market cap plays. And if you go back and fact check me on AMAs, you'll see like we've had some monster teams on. The projects have performed so good, especially in the long term. Not every one, of course. You have to pick and choose. That's been going great for the channel. The Twitch has been doing good, as you can see. Every day I'm just answering all the viewers' questions, providing as much education as I can. I've literally answered, I think, every single question they've ever asked, even if it's gotten pretty personal. And the giveaways and airdrops have been pretty constant. We've been giving away money. We do it in creative ways. We have games for them. We do duck races online. I think tonight we're going to be doing some marbles. Definitely take a look if I'm going live on stream and contribute to the community because it's growing every day and people are loving it. And I think it can only get better from here. So thanks for listening.